All right, Shalom. I want to give our praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kakodash. Double honors to my apostle, elders, great millstone of well. Peace and salutations to all the Akim pushing this truth with all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom, shalom. This your brother Tazamon Debar coming back through the spirit and power of Yahweh Yahushua, and through the spirit, man. Just doing a real quick lesson, basically going on the beginning of the end of Esau Edom's society, man. And this is one of the major factors that's going to really cripple this man's society, as far as the infrastructure, as far as the money, as far as everything, man. But it's really with these up and coming cyber attacks. And this is off NPR. It says cyber attacks increasing against healthcare providers, man. So they're already pushing forth the propaganda and shoving it down your throat so you can already be aware, so it won't so-called catch you off guard, right? Because this is what they do. They use a lot of predictive programming, man. Just like when they were saying the last time, they're like, oh, the cyber attacks. And they say, you know what happened? A cyber attack, and then everybody was short on gas, and also a different cyber attack when they hit the meat industry, man. So this is various things that this devil pushes out, just leading up to what, that dark winter, right? Always propaganda with this devil, man. It says cyber attacks have been on the upswing since the start of the Crown Royal 99, according to a recent white paper from CrowdStrike and Metagate. 82% of the health system has experienced some form of cyber attack slot from March 2020 to September 2021. 30% of report attacks involve ransomware. Interestingly, 33% are reported paying the ransom, but only 69% of those who paid the ransom reported having their data fully restored. And this is nothing but propaganda. That's all it is, man. This is nothing but propaganda that he's pushing out so he can so-called justify himself of collapsing the society. Because these devils, they're done with America. America's finished. So they trying to gradually collapse the society and liquidating all the assets, man. Because a lot of people forgot, right before the Crown Royal hit, you had what they call a CEO exodus. A lot of CEOs and from these Fortune 500 companies was exiting. Like at masses. You can look that up, man. You can look it up. At masses, they was exiting and leaving. And then they said, no, the Crown Royal hit, man. And then at the same time, while they was exiting, what they were doing is buying back stock. So this is nothing but a money move as far as the Crown Royal juices. It's about the money. You got to think how much money the juice companies have made using this propaganda, as they say, man. So they're making a lot of money off this, man. But at the same time, crashing this economy to bring forth that new world order, that dystopia type lifestyle and society that they're trying to set up, the order out of chaos, which you have on the back of your dollar bill, which is what? Novus Orbitus Seclorum. It's in Latin, and it stands for order out of chaos. So they bring forth the chaos so they can bring forth the order. This is why you have a bunch of lawlessness and going on in the Bay and Los Angeles. They're saying they can't protect you, so they don't come. But it's also happening down here in North Carolina and Charlotte and different various places. They already letting go forth different types of laws. They're not gonna arrest you for different types of laws. Why? Because they're short on police. Because a lot of police ain't take the juice. They're not telling people that. So at the same time, they're trying to justify the order by bringing forth this collapse, man. So you're gonna hear a lot of more of these attacks. Even that's gonna be the new heavy propaganda. And this is off Yahoo Finance. It says 6 cybersecurity trends to be aware of in 2022. The up-and-coming year will be about increase in legislation, security standards, ransomware attacks, and technology risks. So they're basically putting it in your face that they're going to do what? Some type of cyber attack is going to shut the internet down. This is why you have various social media platforms as your Instagram and your Facebook and Snapchat that was down, because they're going to do what? They're going to regulate the internet soon. This is why you got the juice passes and things that they're pushing, because they're going to collapse the society. So we're at the beginning of the end of Esau society. We're at the transition. We're at a transition phase. Because he's in the trick bag. He actually thinks that he's going to be in a position of rulership, right? This is the book of Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. So we're rejoicing at the fall of this man's society, man. It says better the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, man. Because we understand how we got here, as far as slavery, catching hardcore hell, and still catching hell, man. But at the same time, it's better the end of this society, man. So we're living in some beautiful times. The downfall of our enemy, Esau, Edom, man. And a lot of people, they actually thought this devil was going to stay in a position of rulership, but the prophecies are speaking. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 2. And the Lord answered me and said, to write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it, man. So, hey, the vision is what? Breaking the scriptures down, man. And making it plain upon tables, man. Getting you the clear understanding of what times you're living in, as far as throughout the scriptures, and far as lining it up with his propaganda, as far as his media, and far as his outlets, as far as these different various articles, man, lining up with the fall of this man's society, man. We're measuring the times diligently within itself. So we can clearly see that this man is literally on his way out of here, man. Verse 3, for the vision is yet for appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it surely will come and will not tarry. So it was tarrying a long time, the downfall of Esau, Edom society, but it's not tarrying anymore. It's speaking, man. It said it's at the end it shall speak and not lie. It's the prophecies are speaking, man. They're manifesting before our eyes, man. They're manifesting the downfall of this devil society, man. So you're supposed to be in a time of rejoicing, man. Because this is the heavy propaganda that they're coming with. It says U.S. concerns grow over potential Russia cyber targeting of Ukraine aimed troop buildup. So that's propaganda. That's nothing but propaganda. They're gonna keep blaming stuff on Russia. So when the lights go off and something major happen, they're gonna blame it on Russia. So they be justified to going to war with Russia. And a lot of these Babylonians are gonna be with it because they don't really understand the times they're living in. They don't see that Esau Edom is done. Even these Edomites, a lot of Edomites, they can't see themselves not being in a position of rulership. But you're done. You're finished, man. This is Isaiah chapter 42, verse 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things I declare. So this society is starting to come to pass. It's actually, we're in a transition phase right now, as far as them transition to a digital currency, as far as them transition to a draconian dictatorship, all these different things, man. Your so-called glory days in America is finished. It's over with. It's done. It's done. You're coming at a time where this devil's about to come down with great wrath, but he knows he has but a short time to do so. So he's about to hurry up and try to bring forth these different false scenarios or false flags to bring forth his new world order, man. It says, this is Isaiah 42 and verse 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. So we're telling you through the scriptures about what this devil's about to do. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. It says, make it plain upon tables. This is what we're doing. We're telling you the things that this devil's about to do before they spring forth, before it's actually in your face. So you can't not say you didn't know that this devil was coming down with this great wrath, man, especially you tribes, because we're telling you, man. It says, let me see. Let's see what else the devil's talking about. Look, see, cyber attacks and holiday hacks. See, these are various things that he's going to be pushing out in the mainstream to push more fear upon these people, man, to want to give away their rights and things like that. It says cyber attacks and holiday hacks. It says, with a rise in cyber attacks on our local agencies, we are learning how they happen and the impact they could have. So they're already pushing more for more propaganda. This is their thing. They're gonna push more for propaganda, just like they did with the Crown Royal 99, to push more for fear on these people, man. So they give away their rights and just basically being just fucking some GMO robots walking around here, man. That's what they're about to be very soon, man. Getting that juice. They're getting them prepped for what's to come. And it says. It said, this is one I need to. It says how to stay safe during a pandemic spike and cyber attacks, man. Come on, man. Is this not propaganda? Yes, this is propaganda at its finest, man. And this is showing you that Esau Edom has something slick up his sleeve. This is showing you that he is out of here. He's at the end of his road. This is at the end of Esau Edom society, man. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 6. Verse 7, then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first and beginning of the follow, and the beginning of it that followeth? And this is the time. This is the end of the parting asunder of times of Esau Edom society, man. We're seeing a transition of power, man. Where Jacob's about to be back in a position of rulership. We can see the man is on his way out. He's coming down. He's coming down with that great wrath. He's pushing forth more draconian law, more different legislations, and more different things down these people's throat. So he be justified to bring forth his new world order, man. And it says, verse 8, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac unto Jacob and Esau were born of him. Jacob's hand held first of Esau heel. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth it. So we're in a time of the end of Esau Edom's world, man. We're in a time of transition of power, because this is all these things that you see as far as these different articles is going to bring forth the end of this man's society, man. Because this society is going to crash, man. The dollar is going to crash. All these different things is done. It's too much debt, man. It's too much debt. Like, this place can't go on much longer, man. This is the book of First John chapter 2. Let me see. And I'll start at verse 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. And this is society you live in now, man. The lust of the flesh, do what you want, be all you can be. You know what I'm saying? That do it thy will spirit, man. That wicked ass Satan spirit is pushed heavenly in Babylon the Great. This is why this man's system has to fall. This is why this place has to go. It's contrary to the scriptures, man. Esau Edom is an adversary. He's a damn demon. Verse 17, and the world passeth away and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of Yahweh abide forever. So this world is going to pass away, but the ones that's doing the will of Yahweh abide forever. And that's the men of the Lord that's seeking him now, the 144,000, and the 1/3 that's seeking him now abide forever. But when we understand that Israel is going to be, saved in the Lord, because Israel is going to be in a position of rulership forever. This is Isaiah 45:17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. You shall not be ashamed or confounded, world without end. So our world is going to always reign. It said world without end. That's that John 3:16 that these pastors can't break down. So, but Esau, Edom, his world is at his end now. Before it's bring forth, I tell you then, we're telling you that Esau, Edom society is finished. This is it. America's done. Ain't no more glory days, man. Ain't no more Leave It to Beaver. Ain't no more no goddamn Marshall. Ain't no more damn 70 shows. None of this bullshit is just pushed out in this wicked ass society, man. All this shit is to keep you distracted. Everything, football, basketball, television, all this numbers are fucking distractions. We're at the time where we have to really be spiritually locked in and staying focused on these prophecies and seeing that this man is on his way out of here, man. He's done. Isaiah 46:10. It said, declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying my counsel shall stand and I will do all my pleasure. So the Most High declared the end from the beginning. Esau's the end of the world and Jacob's the beginning that follows. So we're in a time where Esau, Edom, his world is crumbling. He's done. That world represents Eon, end of an age. So we're at the end of an age of Esau, Edom, of his reign. And we're going in the transition of power to the Israelites, man. We're about to have our kingdom through our big brother Yahweh Shah. This is Sirach chapter 10, verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. And that's what's coming through the men of the Lord, through our big brother Yahweh Shah, a wise judges, man. And this is that as a judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. In the matter of the man, the ruler of the city is such are all they that dwell therein. An unwise king destroys his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited, man. And that's what you're seeing, an unwise judge, or unwise king destroy his people. Oh, man, look at this society, man. It's finished, man. It's finished, man. The scripture says, man, hey, when a wicked iron ruler, the people mourn, and when the righteous are in authority, but people rejoice. So you all can tell who's in position of rulership. Esau Edom, and you walking around getting juice passes and shit. People falling the hell out, having these heart attacks and shit, showing you who's in position of rulership. Esau Edom, everything's dying around them, man. And that's why you can see that the Most High is doing this transition of power. Let me keep going. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, just like I said, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. And this is what you're seeing. The Most High is doing what? He's doing the transition of power. He's actually taking this man's system down bit by bit, piece by piece, man, just like he did the Canaanites when you read in the book of Deuteronomy 7th chapter. He's doing the same thing here now. A transition of power. He's taking this man's system down gradually. It's a gradual effect. And he's actually got him in a trick bag, using him to destroy his own kingdom. The scriptures say the deceiver and the deceiver are his. The deceive and the deceiver are his. So it's in the hands of the Lord that's got Esau Edom destroying his own society, which is beautiful, man. This is beautiful. Some beautiful times. It says, the hand of Yahweh is in a prosperity of man, and upon the person of the scribe shall he lay his honor. Bear not the hatred to thy neighbor for every wrong, and do nothing at all by injurious practices. Pride is hateful before Yahweh and man, but both do one commit iniquity. Because unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So this is what you're seeing taking place. A transition of power is taking place right before your eyes. Though it tarry, wait for it, man. The men of the Lord are waiting for to see the downfall of this man's society, and it's manifesting before our eyes, man. At the end, it shall speak and not lie. All these various things that brothers is doing videos on and you going in on, it's prophecy, man. Cyber attacks, man. All these different things that he's doing is crippling Babylon the Great, which is America. At last, that great city, Babylon, is falling. It's falling. It's done. It's done, man. Call on Yahweh Shem Shai, man. We seeing the fall of our enemy, Esau Edom, man, and we seeing a transition of power, man. So we're living in some beautiful times, man. And Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson, just a quick update, just to show you how this thing is actually speeding up. And he's switching the narrative and going with the cyber attacks, because he's about to do some type of cyber attack, something major to shut down a power grid, shut down the internet, something, shut down a banking system. Something major is coming where he's going to try to justify bringing forth the order, because he's going to do what? Bring forth the chaos with these various different things that we're going into. So, Lord willing, this is edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai. And I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Kakodash. Double honors to my apostles, elders, great meals on the root well. Peace and salutations to all the Akim pushing this truth without righteousness and sincerity. Shalom.